Greetings everyone. Sleeping. What happens when you meticulously track your repetitions, your sets, your protein intake, everything goes well, but what if you treat the sleeping poorly? The system doesn't work that way. So you are providing stimulus for the muscle to grow when you go and do your session, but you finish your session and then the adaptation starts after that. Today we're going to audit the deep sleep, the protein muscle synthesis, and also the performance, and what happens with the biological reset once it has been repeatedly interrupted. You do not build muscle simply because you enter in the gym. Resistance training provides mechanical tension, so you're breaking down the muscle fibers and you're signaling to the body, hey, build bigger muscles in order to support that heavy lifts that I do. Then protein provides the amino acids, the energy supports the process, and the recovery gives the system time to respond. Sleeping is also connected to the hormonal environment. As soon as we go asleep, there is a growth hormone that is released into the body. But the growth hormone is only one part of a much larger recovery system. We've got the adequate nutrition, we've got the progressive training, and the sleeping is just providing perfect conditions for the system to create adaptation. But what happens when you remove that reset completely? So there was one randomized study of young adults that did one normal night of sleeping, and then the next night they didn't sleep at all. And then what the protein synthesis showed that it's been reduced by 18%. But does it mean that it's going to be forever? No. So this is just a temporary glitch in the system. So even if you skip a night or two, this will not disrupt your optimal recovery. But if this becomes a normal behavior, so this will eventually reduce your recovery period and protein synthesis. But sleep loss doesn't only affect what happens inside of the muscle cells during the recovery process, it affects also how training feels. There was another study conducted of people that had partial or total sleep deprivation, and then they couldn't perform at their maximum. They couldn't lift the weights that they used to lift before they've been sleep deprived. Now, they were with less concentration, the movement consistency was reduced, the ability to maintain strict technique as well, and they were reportedly 1.7 times more likely to report an injury. That association doesn't prove that direct causation, right? But this reinforces the importance of sleeping. One poor night doesn't erase months of training. One working session that is bad doesn't affect the entire week. So we must integrate the sleeping into the training program and then monitor how we feel during the sessions. Do we require more sleep, less sleep? So this is on individual basis, but this should be monitored as well, as this can improve your performance. Gym provides the signal. Nutrition provides the materials. Sleep supports the recovery and the adaptation process. Do not treat the biological reset like optional. Protect it as part of the program. Head to the sotermethod.com to see the official white paper. That's been it for today. Let's evolve. Cheers.